So this video is going to be slightly different to the ones that I usually do, and it's about the world we live in. The world we live in has changed, and is constantly changing. I mean, the world that we live in nowadays, it's acceptable for companies to pump chemicals into the food that we eat and sell them to us who pay full price, right? Just so that they can make more money. Could you imagine that, right? The world we live in today is filled with people who think your time is more valuable than my time, or my time is more valuable than your time. Or because I have more money than you, I'm better than you. Or because you're poor, you're worse. Right? We're judging people all the time. We live in a world where we've been separated and divided by culture, race, religious views. And the thing is, if I don't believe what you believe or see things how you see things, you try and shove them down my throat. Right? You try and make me believe what you believe because I don't believe you. Because you feel you're right. You're better than me. Yeah? We live in a world where the governments that are supposed to protect the people stand up for organizations and the rich. The police that are meant to protect us do us unjust because the governments who are protecting the rich, or however you want to look at it, follow orders and do what they wish to civilians. We live in a world where now there's a pandemic, which is supposedly a pandemic, right? Which has affected somewhere around 1%, 1% of the global population. Yet, economies have been crippled. I would hate to think how many companies have had to close their doors because of this, right? More people die every year in car accidents. Why are we still driving cars? More people die. Let's not even, I mean, I think you all know where I'm going with this, right? And we just let this happen. We just let things be okay because we're too scared to stand up for ourselves, to stand up for what's truly right, to stand up for what we believe in. I mean, how many of you, if you had to actually ask yourself this question, if you saw a guy getting beat up by 3 guys, would you actually get involved, or would you just stand back and watch it happen? 95% of the population will stand back and watch it happen because you're too petrified to stand up and do something. Imagine that you're too petrified to help another human being out. We're too interested in filming the terrible things that go on rather than assisting. I mean, look at women, for example, posting half-naked pictures on Instagram or dancing around in their bras just for freaking likes. Self-respect has gone out the window. We don't idolize ourselves. Well, there's 2 ways to look at it, really. We do idolize ourselves, but on social media for other people to like it, not for ourselves. We don't look at ourselves in the mirror and think, wow, how pretty I am, or how unique I am. You think about, man, that guy said I have big ears, or that girl said I've got an ugly hairstyle, right? It's sad. The world we live in and the world how it's changing is sad. It's sad how us as humanity allow the planet that we live on to be destroyed. I mean, think about it. How much is going on in this world, right, that you don't see? But it's going on. Take a look into deforestation. How many forests we're losing. And then we wonder why there's such a thing called global warming. Like, I mean, no one is that clever to freaking link the dots, right? Carry on cutting down and destroying the planet, and global warming will continue, right? Yeah, fuck it. Hey, I'm a rocket scientist. But because people make money off of it and they become extremely wealthy and all of this sort of stuff, well, the governments let it happen, right? Imagine the governments actually have power to stop a lot of the stuff that goes on in this world. But because of finances and money and all the rest that goes along with it, continues to happen, right? So I think it's rather important that we as humanity, as a civilization, as people, as human beings, to take the wool off of our eyes and to really look at what's going on in the world around us. Instead of living with blinkers on, only caring about yourself, look at the world. Look at what's going on. Look at how many people are starving, don't have food to eat. How many women are getting raped, murdered, killed. Not just women, men as well. Black people beating on white people. White people having hate towards and beating on black people. Why? Because of shit that happened, I mean, thousands, or hundreds of years ago. Let's not say thousands, hundreds of years ago, right? I know in South Africa it's slightly different 30 years ago. For what? How many of you were slaves? How many of you were Jews in the Holocaust? How many of you were living when the Turks ruled over Europe, or the Ottoman Empire, slavery? I mean, why aren't we mad at all these people, right? No, let's only be mad at the white people or the black people. Yeah, because then we're going to divide the population. My message here, guys, is you're not better than me. I'm not better than you. No one is better than anyone. We're each unique. We have one planet, and that's the planet we live on right now, which is busy being destroyed, right? We are letting corporate companies poison the food we eat, the water we drink, and we let them do it. We let the police forces that are meant to be here to support and to protect the community disrespect the community and do whatever the hell they want to the community. Because of the government saying so, or allowing it. Because of the power and the corruption and the greed. If we don't stand up for ourselves, for what's going on, for what's right in this world, things will just continue the way that they are. I really hope you guys find this video useful, maybe even eye-opening, and you give it a like and a share, and let the rest of the world see the message. The message is save humanity, save the world. Stop thinking about yourself. There's more to life than that. Open your eyes, take your blinders off. Don't listen to what the news or the TV says to you, or your government or your political party, because at the end of the day, the political party is not there to serve you. They're there to serve the corporate companies, the bigger fish in the sea, not us. We're the small folk. We're the people that don't matter. But the funny part is we're the majority. Have a great day. Goodbye.